Let me tell you about this incredible guy named Jack, a true master craftsman I stumbled upon. Picture this. He grabbed an old beat-up bicycle chain, the kind you'd find rusting in a garage corner, and turned it into something jaw-dropping. With a steady hand, he sliced it right down the middle, splitting it into 2 equal halves. Then, he took the pinions, those gritty little gear pieces, and cut them the same way, creating 4 half sections in one swift move. Genius, right? Jack didn't stop there. He had this vision in his head, combining one large piece with 2 smaller ones. He stitched them together into a rugged, purposeful structure, welding it all with precision. That's when it hit me. This dude's a wizard with scrap metal. He transformed those chain pieces into a double-sided disc with wicked hook-tooth edges. What started as a plain, rounded thing now looked fierce, almost alive with attitude. But hold up, that was just a warm-up. Next, Jack pulled out 2 bearings, those smooth industrial-grade ones, and got to work. He carved away the outer rings and tossed the steel balls, keeping only the inner rings. With a quick weld, he fused the 2 rings into a concentric casing, like a mini fortress. Then, he nestled it right into the center of one of his chain discs and welded it tight. He mirrored the move on the other disc, connecting the 2 into one solid unit. I was hooked. What was this guy building? Here's where it gets wild. To beef up the connection, Jack grabbed a couple of 12-inch rebar sections, standard stuff you'd see at a construction site, and welded them under the chain plate for rock-solid stability. Then he took the pinions on both sides, drew a straight line with a marker, and sliced off the excess teeth with a clean cut. Goodbye, jagged edges. Hello, sleek, straight lines. He welded iron plates onto those flat bases, carving crisscross grooves into them with a grinder to boost the friction. At this point, the main body of his creation was taking shape, and I was on the edge of my seat. Now, for the final touch. Jack crafted a handle from a sturdy piece of steel. You know, the kind they call Ron steel in the shop, and welded a nut onto it. This wasn't just decoration, it was functional. He screwed a long bolt into the nut, slid a bearing onto it, and fed it through the sleeve in the chain disc's core. A spring and a washer followed, and with a few twists of the nut, it all locked into place. And there it was, finished. A badass steel pipe fixer born from a pile of bicycle scraps. So, what did Jack make? A tool that's a game changer for anyone cutting or welding steel pipes. This thing clamps down with authority, holding pipes steady like a pro. It's practical, it's tough, and it's dripping with creativity. I'd give Jack a solid 9 out of 10 for this one. The craftsmanship, top notch. The ingenuity, off the charts. Maybe it's not the prettiest thing on the shelf, but it's a beast at what it does. Hats off to you, Jack. You're the real deal. What do you think of his homemade masterpiece?